Okay, this is day 19 of trying to get the 2000 ELO on chess.com. I'm playing with the black pieces against Matt. I play the Alekhine's defense, so that involves me just rerouting my knight a bunch of times and then castling kingside. Um, it's kind of a rare opening because people don't like playing things that look kind of hard to play, but that's exactly why I play it. So this is the main way of my opponent playing. He could push this pawn, which is the 4 pawns attack, or he could develop his knight here. He could play a lot of things. Actually, bishop here I think is a mistake. But there are a lot of things he can play. The 4 pawns attack is probably the most common and probably the best. For everything that he plays, though, I'll just put my bishop here and then castle kingside. So he decides to take. I could take with either pawn, but I'm going to take with this pawn because I feel that it's a little bit faster to castle, I think. Actually, it's the same amount of moves, but it's I think it's easier to play. I probably should have put my bishop here now that I think about it, because it's very hard to stop this bishop diagonal. So that's kind of already my first mistake. And I'll castle kingside. If his bishop ever attacks mine, I'll always just move it back 1 square. And now I just have to develop my knight. I can develop it to either square. I think this one might be better because it puts pressure on the central pawn. Okay, this looks like a bad move to me because it just weakens these squares for my knight. So I think that's a mistake. Now I'm just going to go and put this bishop here and target this pawn. So for example, his bishop now leaves the defense of this, so he'll have to develop his knight. I could double his pawn structure, but this bishop is worth a little bit more, so I'm not going to do that. This knight coming here is extremely annoying in the Alekhine's defense, so I'm going to quickly stop it. That might be a mistake. I might have a better move somehow. Maybe bringing my knight here was a better move, but I'll just play it safe. Yeah, if I brought my knight here, he takes, I take. Maybe that was better somehow. Or maybe rook. Maybe rook here was better. Okay, so now his knight attacks my bishop. I'll just move it back 1 square. I'm not going to take because that kind of just centralizes his queen, and my bishop is worth more than this knight. So I'm not going to take. If his bishop attacks mine, I think I'll just develop a knight. Okay, he goes there. I will go here, attacking this pawn. If he pushes this pawn, then that kind of weakens these squares, but he decides to take. I will take with my bishop. And I'll probably try and move my queen over here. If I go over here, I'm threatening this check. Okay, that's a good move. So now he's attacking my bishop. Yeah, I'll just move my bishop back. Taking, I don't think taking, like, I probably could take, but I think this bishop's just worth more, so I'm not going to. Now his bishop attacks mine. I'm just going to move my queen up 1 square. I could take with this pawn, or with this pawn. It's much safer to take with this pawn because he won't have any checks, but that's not really my playing style. So I'm going to open up this rook file and then move my king over 1 square probably. So now he just blunders a pawn. This pawn, I don't know, that was hanging yeah, when he traded off his bishop, this pawn was hanging. So it looks like I can just take that. It's only one pawn though, so the game isn't over. I'll probably reroute my knight to here to attack this knight, because this knight is blocking this important square. So obviously I need to attack it. Okay, he's now attacking my bishop, but also attacking my knight. I'm going to give up a pawn. I think this is my best move. I don't think I could actually keep the pawn advantage. He's going to take this with check. Actually, I could take with this pawn here. No. The best move is probably for me to take with this pawn, but I'm just going to give up a pawn so I can quickly double stack my rooks, and I think I'm still winning. The best move though would probably be to keep the pawn advantage. Yeah, so now these rooks are doing a good job. My king is still weak though because this is still open. So if queen were to go here, then I'd probably have to move my king. His queen defends this too, so I'm gonna go here, threatening this. If his rook goes here, then I take this pawn. It would be nice just to take this pawn instantly, but that doesn't work. So he decides to push his pawn. I'll move my king over one square. If he attacks my queen, then I'll go here. So I think queen here is probably his best move. Yeah, that looks like a really good move if he moves his queen. Okay, instead he goes there. That can't be the best move. There's no way that's the best move. I'm just gonna give him this check. If I go rook here, he can just give up his queen. So that doesn't really help me. If I take this pawn, then he can just take here, and that doesn't really help me. So I think I'm gonna go here, defending this pawn. I think he's probably gonna try and trade off the rooks. Yeah, I'm not sure if he goes. Okay, so he decides to just take this pawn. I might have messed this up. Okay, I'll go here. I'll go here because I want to be able to not get mated by my back rank. If he takes this pawn, then I will take this pawn. My queen also still defends against this, so that's helpful. I also have an idea of when this queen moves, sacrificing my rook. If my queen were to be here, and I sacked my rook and his queen wasn't there, then I would have check and his king would move over. Just if I ever needed to stalemate the game, then that might be, or draw the game by repetition, that might be a better idea. So he goes, okay, I know what he's doing. Okay. I'll go here, attacking his rook. Yeah, rook. Okay, instead he defends. Okay. I'll start off with this move though. I'm attacking his queen. If he takes this pawn, then I take this pawn. I'm still putting pressure on both of his rooks. So if either one of his rooks moves somewhere, then I can take one of them. His queen also isn't defending this rook anymore, so that helps me out. Since his back rank is so weak, there might be some tricks that I have of sacrificing something. So he decides to take. That's probably the best move. He can take this pawn, threaten mate. I'll go here. He only has 1 minute and 49 seconds, so I'm obviously losing. Okay, he just... Alright, that is awesome. Wait a minute. That is checkmate. I played with a 79.1% accuracy, and he played with an 83% accuracy. So he played better than me, but I still won.